Hi there. Welcome to 2021. This will be a short video. I just wanted to talk about some of the things that I had alluded to in my last video. Specifically, where my photography is headed. I've been talking a lot about simplifying and about minimalizing, and a lot of people have said, well, you're still buying new gear. But I think, to be fair, yes, I am. Guilty as charged. But I have sold off a tremendous amount of gear and given away a lot of gear. So right now I just have two systems. Now I know two systems, that's maybe one too many. But they now serve, as I said before, very different purposes. And the only reason, I don't want to reiterate everything I've already said in other videos. The only reason today is that I want to point out the fact that in this small bag, I now have a complete, or nearly complete, I'm still waiting for the arrival of one lens, a complete old school manual focus kit for fun, just for fun. For my serious photography, as I said, I'm still sticking with Olympus. There are the naysayers who say, well, you should jump ship because Olympus is going under. Well, maybe yes, maybe no. But until the gear that I now have, for some reason, becomes unusable, it's not a big deal. Okay, let's take a look at what's in this bag. First of all, for my NEX6, I've chosen to use a very small strap. I want this to look kind of touristy, so if I'm traveling somewhere, it doesn't scream expensive camera. I have added to it, as I have with many of my other cameras, an L bracket. This is not a tremendously expensive piece, but it makes a world of difference in handling because now the grip is a little longer. And also, of course, it gives me the fact that since I use Arca Swiss plates on my tripods, I don't have to worry and I can shoot vertical without having to tilt it off to the side. On this right now is one of my new manual focus lenses. This is the 35 f1.6. On this APS-C body, that makes it around 52.5 millimeters, so it's a standard. It's a normal lens, you might say. In the bag, I also have, right here, the 25 1.8. As you can see, they look very much alike. Both of these lenses have clickless apertures, which is not really a plus for me because I don't shoot much video, hardly any video with these cameras. And if since in still photography, it would be nice to have the clicks, but it's not a big deal. So I've got those two lenses. Please note that each one of the lenses came with a metal lens hood. It's an old style, Leica style vented hood. Now what do I mean by a vented hood? Leicas, remember, have a viewfinder, a separate viewfinder, and the lens hood often gets in the way, so this allows you to kind of see through the hood. So that's the purpose for that. Now this obviously isn't a Leica and doesn't have an optical viewfinder, but it's kind of cool. Nice thing about them is that these are 43 millimeter mount. This one is a 43 millimeter. The 35 is a 43 millimeter. Oh, this, by the way, is a 25 1.8 that I received as a Christmas gift from my darling wife. But all of these hoods have a 52 millimeter front. So I can actually screw on 52 millimeter filters and use 52 millimeter lens caps and not have to remove the hood, which, as I already mentioned, is metal. I have a 50 millimeter on the way. It is coming from the manufacturer, and I'm hoping to get it within the next 2 weeks. Now, along with those lenses, these are both Pure Gear lenses, and the 50 that's coming is also a Pergear, and the 50 that's coming also has that same lens hood included. It also has a 43 millimeter front with a 52 millimeter on the front of the lens hood. And my final lens is actually the first that I purchased. This is my Seven Artisans fisheye. Now, I hadn't really known about Pergear when I ordered this. I think this may be a slightly better build than Pergear. I'm not sure. Pergear now also has a fisheye 7.5 millimeters, so this is the only oddity, the fact that this one is Seven Artisans, which means it was quite a bit more expensive. But still, my quite a bit more expensive was still less than $200 Canadian. So none of these lenses are what you would call something to break the bank. I believe this 25 millimeter, I'm not sure because, as I said, I've got it as a gift. I think this was only around $70, and my 35 was only around $80, and my 50, which is on the way, which is a 51.8, came in at $100. So the entire kit here is quite inexpensive. So guys, I just wanted to show you a little bit about that. I hope everybody is starting off their year right. I realize that there has been quite a bit of activity taking place around the beginning of 2021. But the thing is that we now at least see that there may be a light at the end of the tunnel. We see that a lot of things may start to improve over time. And hopefully all of you out there are well, your families are well, and that you are facing this new year with all its new challenges. Well, before I end, I do want to point out one thing. All of us as photographers, I'm sure, have had times when we sort of fall out of love with the hobby. Not extremely so, but just kind of lose interest a little. I often hit doldrums like that at least once a year, sometimes more than that. Over the last little while, because of so many things that have been going on in my world, photography has been kind of low on the list. Other than doing a whole new Lego Me episode, actually it wasn't even Lego Me, it was just Legos. Other than that, I haven't really put much into my photography lately, other than snapshots of family. Some of them I was quite proud of, but most of them were just snapshots. So hopefully now, as 2021 starts to ramp up, I will get more opportunities and take advantage of more opportunities, because there's no point in me making excuses for myself. Opportunities are always there. It's just a matter of whether or not you have the get up and go to get up and go. Anyhow, guys, I'm going to get back to my hot chocolate. I hope you are all well, and I will see you in the next video. Meanwhile, of course, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. If you would like to see more of my videos, by all means subscribe. And of course, if you think anybody might learn something useful from this particular video, by all means share it. Well, bye for now.